The second loop of this 15th edition of the Africa Eco Race took us through some of the most beautiful dunes in Mauritania, starting with the Erg Chinguetti. Vigilance was essential to manage the vehicles in the extreme heat. All in all, on this hot Thursday, 363 kilometres of time staged between Oued Chinguetti and Chinguetti. We start with the bikes and the motul extreme rider category. Patrice Carrion was the fastest of them all. The French rider continues to be very consistent. He was 13th in the stage. An exhausting day for Juan Pedrero. The Spaniard had a fall in the camel grass and damaged the front of his Harley Davidson. He also had a puncture but still managed to reach the finish tired but happy in 9th place. Alessandro Botturi finished with the usual suspects, seemingly first, but ended up with 6 minutes of penalties, so dropped to 3rd place in the stage. Despite all this and a fall, he adored the phenomenal landscapes. It's a magnificent experience in Mauritania. Mauritania is always incredible and magic. Today wasn't a very difficult stage, but with incredible dunes in the middle of nowhere. I think Mauritania is a magical place. For Paul Tarez, second today, the objective is now clear: to help Botturi stay on the podium. The Spaniard has become the right-hand man for his Yamaha teammate and will take him all the way to the finish line. He'd love to see 3 twin cylinders on the final podium. For the leader, there were no real issues this Thursday. Jacopo Cerruti, today's stage winner, thought the day was magnificent. His Aprilia ran like clockwork, and Cerruti knows that he's in a good position to succeed Svitko on the podium. A quick summary of the classification for stage 9. Victory for Cerruti ahead of Tarez and Botturi. The Swiss rider Alexandre Vaudin was 7th. No change overall. Cerruti is still in the lead, but with now 7 minutes 4 seconds over Botturi. Tarez, third, has lost a lot more time. He is now more than 24 minutes off the lead. Turning to the cars, let's start with a word on the Africa Eco Race Classic. There were 3 ZRs on the programme today. 2 were won by René de Klerk in his Bombardier Iltis. The Belgian is second overall, a long way from leader Eric Claes. The trucks didn't have much to celebrate today. The first of them was Tomasz Tomaszek. The Czech, solo at the wheel of his Tatra and winner of the category in the last edition, finished 11th. As for the cars, there were only SSVs in front today. In these conditions, these vehicles are more at ease than the T1s. Gauthier Paulin and Pierre-Louis Lobet and their Apaches both stopped to help a biker, Nicolas Charlier, who had fallen at the bottom of a dune. The overall leader did well today without taking any risks. He is 5th. Happiness is a joy to behold. Cliff Zingraf is like a kid in a sweetie shop. After rolling 3 times on stage 6, the German was back on track as if nothing had happened. He's here to enjoy himself, and it shows. Zingraf takes 3rd place on today's podium. A 7th podium place for Carlos Vento today, who finishes in 2nd. A 2nd place that allows him to consolidate his 3rd position overall. Spanish rally raid champion and winner of a stage in last year's Dakar, the Spaniard is a gifted driver who has only been competing in the discipline for 18 months. No 2 days are alike for Pierre-Louis Lobet. Yesterday was a nightmare, today was exceptional. After announcing his return to the Skoda team with which he won the WRC2 title in 2019, the Apache driver won the stage today, 4th overall for the young Frenchman who is making his debut in Rally Raid. It was really magnificent. It was perhaps the most scenic rally stage. We had a lot of fun and it was great. At CP1 we caught up with Gauthier, so after that we stayed behind him for the rest of the stage. We didn't try to overtake him because we never know if he'll have a problem. Then we drove the whole stage behind Gauthier and didn't try to get ahead. Classification of the day. Pierre-Louis Loubet wins by 36 seconds from Carlos Vento. Cliff Sindergraaf is third. Gauthier Paulin fifth. First truck, that of Tomacek, was 11th. Overall, Gauthier Paulin is still the leader with a lead of 3 hours and 54 minutes over Pascal Ferrain, still second. Carlos Vento is third. Tomacek's truck is fourth. That's all for today. Tomorrow is stage 10 and the penultimate day in Mauritania, with plenty more dunes on the menu. In total, 387 kilometres of special stage between Amadjar and Nagjukt. But in the meantime, as always, here are some of the day's best images. Bye bye.